Hey, welcome back, everybody. I think let's see if I got the scheduling of this right. This will be our test. For me, it is a Happy New Year. I hope you all had a great, let's say, Fixmas because of Satisfactory. But at the time of this airing, probably Happy Early or Late Valentine's Day, which is surreal for someone who's new to doing this. But welcome back. Last time we played, I got the factory for coal up and running. Not the factory, the power plant. So we've got 600 megawatts. I realized watching the video back that all of my biomass is off. So that 600 should actually truly be what I have. I shouldn't lose anything when I deconstruct all that, which is really exciting to think about and know that I was wrong. So, lots to do. I've got to really think about what order I want to do this, but I definitely do want to build that bottom layer I've been talking about for a couple episodes. I've been thinking about how I'm going to do it, how I'm going to have all these storage containers built and filled in. My God, words are so hard. Storage down below, feeding the machines that you can see here. I'm going to do that for iron and copper. Try to have it work for steel, do a whole network. I've never done anything like that before. And I'm not going to watch other people on YouTube do it. I'm going to try it on my own and clean the mess myself and do what I can. But thinking it out in my head, I'm going to fix this first. This horrible mile of conveyor feeding the copper. I'm going to get copper up here for a basic, just getting the sheet, the wire, and the cable made. I'm going to start planning what of the next two objectives for phase 2 is going to get produced, see if I need steel for either of those to be made. And then we'll get that bottom network figured out. But before any of that, I got to get the truck actually commuting coal here so that I don't have to worry about losing all my power. And I'm going to do some tweaks off camera to the coal factory. So I will go back. We'll finish up the advent calendar for anyone who's interested in that. We'll get everything dumped into the awesome sink and kind of bid farewell to Fixmas. I don't know when they're going to do the update that'll take that all out, but that's concerning that a power grid just broke. I wonder if that was my actual coal mine. So we'll run out and take a peek at that while we're working on this. And yeah, so let's go look at the advent calendar, figure out what's going on there, and then we will cut to the fix. All right, let's go. I keep forgetting I'm standing on a cliff. How do you forget you're standing on a cliff? It's a cliff. Is it that the coal ran out? Is it that even with the pumps, the water isn't quite feeding perfectly? Let's see. Comment below if you think you know what the problem is. Well, if you said coal, you are the winner for a chicken dinner that I can't get to you. Oh, and you are like completely empty. All right, let's go do the advent calendar, and then we'll get that all hammered out. So close, you guys, so close to having dedicated power and not having to worry about such trivial things and being able to focus on getting this factory built up to what I want it to be. 9 episodes in, it's an adventure that we're all waiting to finally come to conclusion and move on to bigger and grander things. So let's focus on and get it done. Okay. So the 19th, looks like that was the last time I filmed. Oh, feel like I've seen 20 about 100 times. There it is. Cool. It's 24. Ah! Cool. Not that any of you would know this, but I, in real life, am a big user of the finger guns. So,
Everybody just calm down.
Count of three, we're all gonna put down our guns.
I have crossbows.
that's actually really exciting. Ooh, what is this? Firework. Cool. Here's the 21. Hello. Color cartridges. That'll be nice. Alright. Now. Superposition oscillator. Cool. I don't even know if I said that right, to be totally honest, so I sure as heck don't know what it does. Alright, perfect. We have gotten all 25 items, so we are done with the advent calendar for 2023. We'll see if we are fortunate enough to be back in 2024 to do the next advent calendar. I'd like to think we'll still be going strong. If we can make it all the way to the end of 2024, I will actually plan on doing entire Christmas activities, building the Christmas tree, planning out all the ornaments and everything. Should be a lot of fun. But all right, so I am going to run and get some more coal, get that coal plant or factory back. No, I was right with plant. Words are so hard, you guys. You can make fun of me. It's fine. I'm an idiot. I'm a dum-dum. But I'm going to go get the coal. I'm going to redesign the power plant a little bit. I'll talk through what I do after I've got it done. But yeah, we're going to hop into that. So let's go dig into it. Oh.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Alright guys, so I am just about done getting the coal plant all figured out with my new changes, and I want to take this time to give a huge shout out. This is the first episode I have recorded since part 2 aired, and on part 2, Andrew Garber, I believe it was. I'm going to double check that name is correct. B, take that double check part out. If it's wrong, we'll make sure I say it right. But Andrew Garber told me about the nudge feature, which is going to totally change my whole world. I'm beyond excited about it. So we're actually going to try it out now to see if it will work for what I'm trying to do. And I'm realizing now it does say on here that it's a feature. I've just never noticed it, but you hit H, and now we are in nudge mode, and oh my god, that is so cool. Okay, will that let me traverse? Oh, it does. Cool. Alright, awesome. Yep, so I'm gonna dive back out. I just wanted to show that real quick because it's such an awesome thing. Andrew Garber, thank you so much for the tip. Appreciate it. That's the kind of stuff I love to learn because it just makes playing this game so much better. Be on the lookout for a fun little Easter egg featuring him in the future. Alright, guys. So, like I said, we got coal built up. We got the plant running. I got 2 truckloads filling this container, so I'm actually going to top it back off. I'm not going to say we won't need to run again because it looks like the container's already out, but I was able to redesign the coal conveyors down below the plant and make it look from the outside aesthetically more pleasing. The inside is less than amazing, but I'm happy with it for now. We'll see if we go way further into the future, we might redesign it. We might be on to oil and petroleum power and a whole different other avenues of power, and why bother with this? We'll see. But I'll give you guys a tour of what I did. So you can see there's some walls. Basically what I did, oops, I actually missed one little spot to touch up. We'll get that going. So basically, I got thinking it was so dumb of me to build all the splitters and conveyors directly on the ground. So I eliminated the ladders to climb up, and we come in through this door. The stairway is a bit right in the way, but what are you going to do? You come up the stairway. We got some nice railings. You can see the nice little partial floor we built thanks to the nudge feature, which I am so geeking out about. I am an accountant in real life, and I geek out about Excel formulas, and this is recreating that feeling. This is intoxicating for the soul. But this is my access up here. From an OSHA standpoint, we'll figure it out a little bit better, but I can basically run down to that ladder and climb up and hop around the coal burners to inspect stuff. Yeah, nothing else has changed up here. There's just this access point to it now. I'll look into walls or something up here in the future. But down here, I didn't really want to rebuild all of this, to be completely honest. It didn't really need it. So I built a platform as much through here as I could and just redesigned the splitters and conveyors to feed equally, symmetrically, whatever the correct word is. It looks nicer. It had the snap points. I can run around a bit nicer. And then up the hill, this stuff's still sitting on grass, but it looks pretty good. We still have all the pillars, and then the walls from the outside just make this look like we actually have a proper power plant. So that's all we did. Now we will dive back into our objectives for this, which are: 1, I am going to go build the big Basham stick real quick, and then we are going to tear down the biomass power plant. We are going to get a second truck stop built, and then we are going to get this tractor running a route. I think I might build a second tractor and have them running opposite of each other. One tractor can probably provide all the coal I need, but 2 will definitely provide all the coal I need. And I'll have to let it run for a little bit and fact check it, but I'm pretty sure, being a pure node of coal over there, that miner can feed 2 trucks coming and taking. So yeah, wow. I want to say it's almost heartbreaking, but honestly, I'm just freaking excited that I finally get to do this. So let's get tearing all this down. We actually don't need this craft bench anymore. The MAM and this little workshop, we're gonna relocate up top in a little bit. Alright, Xeno Zapper. I want to do the Xenobash. Okay, so we need one more Xeno Zapper, which just needs one more smart plating. So we'll grab that smart plating, and then we need 4 more modular frames, and then we'll have our big Basham stick. Isn't that fun? Actually, you know what? Since I'm running up there already, we'll bring the equipment workshop with us. Sure, let's say for now that this is the spot the little workshop will sit in. Yeah. We'd keep it here. No questions. Yeah, sure. Roll with that. Alright, we need, what was it, one more smart plating? So we'll grab that, and then we need 4 modular frames. We'll take 30 and call it even. Just, 4 rounds up to 30 if you do your math correctly. Oh, could have had a big candy cane bashing stick this whole time. That's a bummer. Alright. We'll drop our other one in there, and here we go. Big Basham stick. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, don't tell me they got rid of it. Ah! No. Oh, that's... Oh, I hope that's like a glitch or something. This keychain used to actually like follow gravity as you moved around. That's a bummer. I don't know if that's my game glitching or what, but that was a small attention to detail I always appreciated. But hey, I still got my big Basham stick, and let's be real, that's what we're worried about. So... Okay, that's out of the way. We can all finally take a breath. Let's go get a truck stop built. Well, I planned to come down here and be all like, well, I'll get the components to build it from tearing this stuff down. I'm probably not going to get any rotors from this, let alone 20, but oh well. We'll leave the MAM for a hot second. I'll tell you what, you go ahead, do your final run of stuff there. Let that rock out. Okay, you can actually come down because you're not bridging anything. I'm intentionally only selecting one object at a time so that I can let those little constructors work through that biomass. Alright. Take that. Hey, look at that. No more wood. We'll let it clear out. You are empty. So weird, but exciting to be getting rid of this stuff. Alright. There you go. It is official. I had some left, that's for sure. We'll move this. I'll build storage for it somewhere. Alright, now we can mass delete some stuff. You're not going to anything anymore, which means you're not going to anything. You branch off to stuff, but I think it's stuff I'm not using. But hey, there we go. Cool, cool. Let's see. I think... Foundation. I'll try to not... Ah, that one little piece of grass that no one would have noticed but me. Ugh. This foundation's just impressive. Whatever, we're gonna move on from it. Alright, that's close enough for my OCD. Fantastic. Alright. Oh, geez, we don't need this to be nearly as big as I was thinking. This is probably actually pretty accurate for driving up here to get on it though, so let's. It's a much more forgiving incline. Play this in the rain. I'm so sorry. I had no idea you were using that. I fill that in for the sake of my sanity. No, go away. Okay. Truck drive up here. Good lord, there's a huge effing rock right when you come down from this way. Seems like things just aren't working. Okay. Might not be the final power. Why is that not letting me X out? Am I like... I don't know if it's glitching or if I've just got so much going on plus recording that like it's starting to cut basic features for render rate or something, or if that was complete garbage. I don't know, but it's acting weird. Okay, I can X out of that one. Interesting. Well. Okay. You unload. Yeah, you unload the vehicle here. Cool. Well, with that, we're about ready to just go get our tractor and get a basic route recorded. I do hope to, well, not hope, I completely plan to actually build a road with the power pylons and everything running alongside it. Have a actual trucking route, but for now, we'll just have them drive across the ground. I have what infrastructure needs to be there for it to work. And once we get that built, we're going to work on starting that second level so that I can have coal feed across the little bridge. And then we will truly be able to run off and do other projects and work on other things without having to give power a single thought. Won't that be awesome? Question is, oh no, these cool. I think those have each 100 coal built up inside of them, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna have one more power outage before I get the trucking route established. Even then, I gotta get the conveyors built over, but I can also do ugly temporary conveyors. Oh my god, we're drifting. I can get a temporary setup so that it's at least feeding while I work on the permanent pretty one. So if I'm gonna set up a route, I should actually have the truck drive the route. Start recording. We'll have it go through the unload animation. Alright, and that should mean we've sat here long enough. We can now have it start driving. Go around this rock. There we go. Fortunately, we have a pretty straight path for it to follow. The hardest thing is going to be carefully turning on this road. Alright, now if I'm going to do two tractors, I got to try to plan where they're going to cross on this path. Okay, but we then have you come here. Load. We'll have both of the tractors refuel at this location currently since they're running on coal power as well. Alright, it's loaded, so you would then take off driving. We're gonna go American rules and drive on the right side of the road. Come over here. So hopefully having them drive on the different sides of the road like that will not cause issues. But if that is where they happen to meet, that should be enough to prevent any unfortunate encounters. And then you finish. We unload. Save the path. Alright, and I said there'd be a little Easter egg coming up. It's official. Andrew Garber provides all of our power needs from coal with Garber Coal Works. Thank you so much for your support. Alright. Load a path. It's been a hot minute, so I just gotta remember. Yeah, enable autopilot. And then, as soon as I get out, alright. I always like to kind of just watch them for a minute, make sure that they actually don't die, even though I literally just drove the route. So there he goes. Didn't go off the edge of the platform, so that's a victory right there. Alright, and there it is, coming over the hill, coming down the path. Looks like we're good. Hmm. 1,530 items per minute. Good lord. Alright. There, we are getting coal delivered here regularly, and there's right on cue. Well, shoot, 1,500 items per minute. I'm gonna let that route run for a bit, and my God, see if that's even remotely accurate, or if that's just needs to run a few times and actually, you know, get the average built up for accounting for like the route travel times and stuff. But if one truck can deliver that much, then we definitely don't need to worry just yet about coal. So we'll get you rolling so that we can keep everything going up here. Oh, you're not going there yet? Gotcha. Oh, we gotta get those. Alright. Gotta get number 3 and then 5 through 8 loaded up, apparently. 4 should handle the power needs currently. Are you serious right now? Am I just not giving it the time? Oh, there we go. There we go. 3 just fired up. There you go. Look at that. Now you're all fired up and working. Okay, well. Oof. It's gonna be quite a bit of smart plating or reinforced plating just to get the 120 conveyor going, but I suppose, honestly, if we can even just get a basic conveyor going for right now. That's going to drive me nuts. I need to find out if this game needs an update or if it's... Man, if it's already got too much going on the map to handle it, that's going to be a bummer. And I have to massively upgrade my rig to do even a fraction of what I have planned. Oof. Oh, boy. Okay. It's gonna drive me nuts. Oh yeah, there's radiation over here. Okay, so I've got this basic part of the next floor started, mainly the outline. I had to build around the one concrete miner, the awesome sink, this whole factory. We'll work on getting everything reorganized and torn down, and then we'll finish that in the rest of the way. The concrete mine, I didn't think about that not being tall enough, but that's about the size gap I wanted. So I think we're gonna unlock Mark II miner soon. I might just go back to having that one concrete do everything. But we'll have to see, because I'm gonna need concrete steadily once we start doing steel. Tough call. But there's also tons of other concrete nodes. We could set up a trucking route or something for a pure concrete node. Need iron plates. We'll get that conveyor looped over. Oof. Got disoriented there for a second. So slow. Oh, I guess I should be thankful that's not like a repurposed slime from Dungeons and Dragons or something. That would suck. Alright, so if I haven't made it abundantly obvious by now, my plan is to have storage containers all over this floor that feed up to just the production machines up top. And then we'll have like a bridge platform go over to that cliff, and it'd essentially look like a sky bridge to walk over to the power plant, and I just kind of have the conveyor belt sneaking under the bottom side of it for aesthetics, and feel like that's a practical thing. Kiss my booty with the power outages. Are you serious? We're done wasting time. Let's get this done. So close. Do a temporary ladder. Don't know why that's not working, but it's stressing me out. I got this too long. Isn't that just flippin' fortunate? Perfect, look at that. Not bad for a beginner. It really kills the number of ugly things I have to build just to eventually get to the pretty things someday. Okay. Oh, good lord. Okay. Do it that way. Alright. That is going to at least feed us about halfway till I can get enough reinforced plating built up to have that send at 120. Alright. But again, that should still, if that can get us up to even the 300, then that would have us rolling more than enough power for everything while I get copper restructured. Can let the smart plating finish up and then turn off smart plating, and then rotors and smart plate or reinforced plates would start to build up a bit, which is probably how I'll do things next time, because I'm about to wrap this up. Is just have it do that, and then while it builds up, I'll focus on getting copper all figured out, and then we'll have enough supplies built up to come and get the full 600 rolling automatically. But this is about to work for the half. For now, it's going to feed through the storage container. I know it's not really going to be enough to ever back up the storage container, especially considering once we get the right chapter unlock or phase level, whatever you want to call it, we'll be to a point where we can have 180 a minute conveyor pulling from the truck depot. We can actually set up a second conveyor even, and then we could have, I guess even now I could do it, I could have a second conveyor and we could be pulling 240 and still only be sending 120 down to the coal plant. But this will just have to do for now. So fortunate as it is, get power turned back on now that that's made it here. I thought you had made it. Come on. Power back on. I suppose actually, since we know that that's what's going to happen, we might as well shut down reactors 5 through 8. Reactors. Generators. My bad. Constantly cycling up and cycling down. There we go. Seriously going to attempt to fill these, for the love of God. Make my life any harder. I was hoping turning them off would prevent that. I'll just over flood them with coal now because it's not like we don't have enough. We're just not feeding it fast enough. Which is a problem that will be dealt with. We'll go fill up the shuttle for the requirements of the basic steel production. Suppose 13's not too bad. Especially considering we only got to send another 50 smart plates over there. That I'm sure we'll process and go through before I've wrapped up getting coal moved over. Or not coal, copper. Jeez, oh, Pete's. That, do that, consolidate that. I forgot to grab those, son of a gun. No, we produce those modular frames at only 60%, but 56%, my god. I feel like we don't have near as many built up as I would have guessed we do. That is a bummer. Okay. So we just got to get those rotors going. We'll be all set on that. That's where I'm going to wrap it for tonight. We'll finish this up next time, but get over here. Alright, so recap what we did today. I did some redesign on the coal plant. I'm pretty happy with it. The Garber power plant, as I'm going to start calling it going forward. Got the second truck station built and officially have the tractor running an automated route. So coal's being delivered. We have a conveyor going and feeding. We just are only currently feeding enough to power the first 4 generators, or I suppose feed the first 4 generators. We'll build up some, we'll let the smart plating finish. We'll get reinforced iron plate to beef up the conveyor belts to feed all 8. We'll get copper next time for sure. We'll get copper set up so that we can tear all this down and finish that floor. We'll start building in the storage containers that I want to build and figuring out that whole mess and making sure I'm running it efficiently. I'm basically planning to not even have the smelters be part of the factory. I might just have these 2 miners feed 4 smelters down here. I might build a 3rd miner and have it feed 6 and beef up iron production a little bit more. But we will have the smelters down here right by the mines, sending ingots into storage, which will then feed, process, go back down, and the cycle continues. Same thing with copper. We'll drop smelters right somewhere over in here. They'll feed the ingots up into storage, and then we'll have wire, cable, and sheeting being made. We'll start to plan for future assemblers that will merge the two. Doing that, if done right, should consolidate iron back to this corner so that we can get steel production focused over in that corner, getting fed from a combination of excess iron and coal from the truck route. We'll have concrete keep producing. I might try to find another concrete node. I think there's one just over there, or I might shift the floor around to allow that miner to stay there so that we can feed concrete for when steel and concrete get assembled together. But we're getting close to the higher tier stuff. Once we complete this basic steel production, we'll be able to start getting that set up and move on to the versatile framework and complete the second of the 3 objectives for phase 2. So, all good things. I'm really convinced my game's glitching now because that wrench is trying to find gravity. I really hope it's not that my computer sucks, you guys. But anyway, enough of my rambling. Thank you again, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day if this is airing around then, like I said at the beginning of this video. For the day it is that I'm recording this, Happy New Year. Hope 2024 is going great for everybody. If you enjoy what you're seeing, please like, comment, subscribe. Looking forward to learning more great ideas or tips and tricks for playing the game. And I'd love to hear from you guys if there's a way you want me to build the factory, if you think there's an idea that would work better. So, hope you all have a good one. Thanks. Bye.